Hi, everybody. We're back.
Hey, welcome back. We are back in action.
Yes. And Ben is back from Egypt.
Yes.
Man, I'm jealous.
Yes, I was in, let's see, Egypt. We went to Cairo and then Luxor and Edfu and a bunch of other cities, Sharm el-Sheikh, and then we went back through Rome, which was awesome. So, yeah, pretty exciting. Mm-hmm. I brought you a present.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I brought us a present.
Thank you, Ben.
Yes. And I got this in the shadow of the Colosseum.
Oh, wow. A gladiator statue.
It is a Thracian gladiator statue.
Oh, this is the coolest. This is going to have to go now in permanent display on our every week.
Yes. So I had to get I was outside the Colosseum. I went to a little toy store out there. They had a statue of a Thracian with the square shield, with everything we were talking about, with the right helmet. So
thank you.
We needed to have it on the table.
Yes. That's amazing.
Okay. So we have a little bit of news. Mm-hmm. And that is that we are going to be at Grit City Comic Con in Tacoma on October 17th of this year.
Yes. So we have some time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to be there. And look for us at other events, too.
Yeah, we're trying to get into some more, so we'll see. We're not going to go to Emerald City Comic Con, but we're going to go as guests and bother all of our friends, so we'll probably make a video of that.
We'll be on the outside looking in.
But if you're in the Seattle-Tacoma area, gritcitycomicshow.com, and you should be able to get tickets for that, and we'll be there, and you can come and bother us, and we'll talk to you and talk about some cool D&D stuff and see some of Brian's original art. Okay, so we are doing a new series today.
Yes.
And this was kind of a fun story because last time we got together, we both showed up and we had both come up with a cool idea for a new series independently of one another.
And it was almost the same.
It was almost the exact same thing, yeah. So do you want to talk about what it is?
Yeah, well, I mentioned the term hard pipe hitting critters.
Your name for it was better than mine.
And it's the idea that everybody knows I run a first edition campaign, and I play with somewhere between 3 and 7 people once a month. And a lot of these people, they wanted to have these pets.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted a tack dog. Well, they wanted a fox and
somebody's got
a lion,
a bear.
Someone has a bear.
Trained bears.
Yes, someone has an eagle, and. There are some in first edition. There are some prices for certain kinds of animals and certain types of trained ones, but for the stuff they wanted, they didn't have any prices. So I just I juiced them for a lot of money because they wanted all the specialty stuff, and I said, well, it's going to cost a lot. And then we had done the pirate theme campaign.
Yeah.
And we had an armored dog in there, and I was never happy with that suit of armor that I drew. So I just want to do a new armored dog. We can have all the rules and stuff, and then do some other armored creatures. And then you had the idea of yet even more that I didn't think of.
Yeah, so we're going to do a series on, like, armored attack animals, which could be really cool. So we've got some pretty cool ideas that we're going to work on, and we'll get those out. But yeah, we did the dog armor in Dead Man's Bounty.
Yeah, Dead Man's Bounty. Mm-hmm.
And that, actually, I think it worked pretty well because the creatures in Dead Man's Bounty were bugbears, and they were using like makeshift gear and makeshift armor, and the guy was wearing a pirate hat that he'd stolen off a dead pirate. So like, it kind of made sense for the armor to be a little bit more piecemeal, kind of, just cobbled together, plates of steel and iron and things. So this week you did a different painting, and it's for a little bit fancier dog.
Yeah, it's a little fancier dog. He's a little tougher looking.
Yeah.
Yes, Ben, why don't you show everybody?
All right, so here is the artwork for the armored attack dog.
Yes.
And
right up there.
Yeah. So when you were researching this, there is like some history of armored animals.
Yes, they go back to Roman times, and also, the Romans used armored attack dogs, and so did the conquistadors.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know the conquistadors had it.
Yeah.
You said there was Japanese at one point?
There was one suit of Japanese dog armor that was found several years ago that was for sale that I was dumb enough not to buy. I should have bought it. But I think that was a one-of-a-kind thing, or very rare kind of thing, because I've never seen another one.
Yeah.
And we still kind of have armored dogs today. Police stations will put little padded outfits on their dogs. You can see that from time to time.
Yeah, I saw that. There's an amazing photo of like the Army paratrooper dog jumping out of an airplane with a parachute and a body armor. So yeah, we still have armored attack dogs, and so we thought it was kind of cool to maybe work in. I've never seen this style of armor here, so.
Yeah, I found like a little fantasy suit of armor, and then I changed some things and jazzed it up and mixed it with another suit of dog armor that I found, and came up with our own dog armor.
I like the horns.
I had to throw those on because they're cool.
They're cool. Yeah. And then the eyes are very interesting on it too.
Yes, because that's like a. Those eyes are they use them a lot on horse chamfrons.
Yeah.
And if you see a lot of European horse armor, it'll have these kind of buggy-looking eyes with all the holes in it, and it's easy to see out of those. Yet still gives you a lot of protection, so I thought they would look cool on that dog armor. Gives them a little bit of a wilder appearance. He looks like a crazy bug dog.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of similar to the Thracian helmet, actually.
Yeah, same concept.
Yep, you have to put it on your dogs, and you have to put it on your gladiator warriors.
Yes, and your horses.
Yes, and your horses. So we could probably have some kind of rules to make this magical in some capacity, right?
Oh,
like
I'm sure
we could do
you
some magic, some ruined armor, or some kind of,
Absolutely.
Glowy or +1 or something, right? Like this would be like +1 plate armor for a dog.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
I also wanted to do some, maybe some dinosaur type stuff, or some Ice Age animals. I want to do a woolly mammoth suit of armor. I'm working on that one. That's a tough one. But as I'm researching woolly mammoth, I came across an animal I've never heard of. And it is a woolly rhino.
Oh.
Yes, so I did up a sketch for him. And by the way, Valerie, you know who you are too, by the way, Patreon member, loves this. And she took a picture of it the other day.
Wow, woolly rhino.
Yeah, and that's based on a horse armor in the Tower of London.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I thought, well, I have to do that now.
Yeah.
So,
because I guess they armored the elephants, right? I guess I'm trying to think of the old paintings of war elephants, and for the most part, there was very minimal armor, or like just leather or cloth or something for the arrows.
Yeah, until later on, when you get to India and some other places where they armored their elephants from head to toe.
Wow.
Yeah, and I found several suits of that, but a lot of it's kind of a scale jazzerant or a chainmail with metal plates and stuff, so it's very, very Eastern looking.
Yeah, they've got to probably easier for movement on those guys too, right?
Maybe, and it's a different climate.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little different there. It's not Northern Europe and the forests of Germany.
Yes.
It's a little different place.
So there are mechanics in modern Pathfinder and D&D for horse armor. They call it barding, and there's so you could kind of adapt that for exotic animals.
Kind of scale it up and scale it down. And,
scale mail it up and down.
Yes. Nice pickup. That's nerd humor at its best, folks.
It's still early here.
Yeah.
So we were thinking kind of places where we could put this dog, because we're going to stat him out and put all of the stats and information for this character up on the site. And so for putting this dog places, clearly this is a well-maintained suit of armor. This dog is owned by a guy that's got a lot of money and probably got guys that train dogs, right? So this is kind of more of a royal keep kind of dog. But definitely trained for attack. Probably a little bit less good at detecting you. Maybe a little less perceptive because of all the armor on him.
Yeah, he's probably clinking around, so his hearing may not be as good as other dogs.
Yeah, his stealth's probably not as good. But you definitely don't want to have this thing charging down a hallway at you.
And I based him off basically a Rottweiler-style dog.
Okay.
And of course, there's you got your long-legged, kind of taller Irish Wolfhound types, and there's a lot of different kinds of dogs too. So it doesn't just have to be one kind of dog. You can make up your own dogs. Let us know.
Yeah, and then so for painting him, did you do anything kind of interesting or unique with the style of painting him up?
Yeah, I wanted him like in a blued metal. Mm-hmm. And
it looks very like French, German, English, like high Middle Ages.
Yeah. So what I wanted is and we're gonna see me painting it up here on the screen behind us. I wanted this kind of tough Rottweiler style of dog. So I went through a lot of police dog pictures and things like that, and I found this one pose of one dog I liked, and went, okay, here's the pose. I'm gonna draw the armor on him, which took a whole day because I was getting very frustrated with doing his feet and stuff. I was having a hard time with it. And that helmet that he's wearing is crazy. That took forever to draw. But once I started painting him, he went pretty quick, and he turned out really well.
Yeah.
And I decided to make him nice and shiny instead of beat up.
Yeah.
So that he looks like, oh, I just got my brand new suit of armor today, Dad. Thank you. Yes. That's kind of what I was thinking. Here is the, here's the original sketch drawing. You can see how... it's 95% of what's in the sketch. There's not a lot of differences between that and the finish. So
you traced up the dog and then you drew the armor on top.
Yeah. I just did an outline for the dog and I just drew the armor on the top. And the horns actually come from an idea. There was a Celtic horse chevron from the 1st century AD that had horns on it. And I went, if the Celts can put horns on their horses, I can put horns on my dogs. Makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right, so for future ones, you got the woolly rhino.
Yeah, got the woolly rhino.
Definitely want to do a dinosaur.
Yeah, some kind of dinosaur, and the woolly mammoth, and maybe a bear or a large cat.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a bear and a large cat, or maybe both.
Yeah,
Ben and I do tend to get carried away with these things, so you can look forward. There's no shortage of stuff that we're thinking of. So
yes. So my idea when we got together about this, you already had the sketch of the dog done, so that's the first one. So I think for the next one, I wanted to see a Pegasus.
Yes, you want an armored Pegasus written by a hot Valkyrie chick. I have it right here in my notes. Right here. Ben is the writer.
My secret is out.
Yes. Everybody knows now. So please look forward to them. We're going to have a good time creating.
Lots of feathers, a horse.
Yes.
The things that I give you are like the war wagon, and I feel like I give you all the really hard stuff to paint.
Yes, you do.
Because I have no idea what goes into it.
So I have to come up with some hard stuff for Ben to write.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, here's a weird picture. Write that.
Yeah, well... We're
going to get to that.
We're going to get to that, yeah.
So
I'm working on that one.
I think that's it, then.
Yeah, the one where you were like, make a sword that cuts through reality. Yeah. And then a book that opens into other dimensions.
Yes.
So that one's taking a while, so we're going to get to that one. That'll come out eventually.
That's War Wagon Payback.
Yes, that was War Wagon Payback, so we're going to get to that. But for now... we've got this dog. If you go to the website, dungeonmasteryshow.com, or you can go to badassoftheweek.com/dungeonmastery, and you'll be able to get all the stats that we came up with for this dog and the armor.
And you should be going to Badass of the Week every week anyway.
It's true. Every Friday I get a new badass, and then every Tuesday we try to do a new one of these videos, and I put them up on the site also. So, all right, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, everybody.